Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. They want a fund for violence. They're calling for a fund against violence. What did I just read? So what are we supposed to gather from this? That teachers, let's start with teachers. Teachers have failed you because they should have told you where you came from and what you were bred to do, and it's still in your DNA, it's still in your genetics, and you're going to have a proclivity to engage in certain behaviors without caring that you're duplicating yourselves into poverty. And in many ways, in fact 100%, when you do that, you're birthing children into slavery. Your teachers failed in telling you that, right? Okay? Your parents failed in telling you that because they actually didn't care to learn a better way, and they just took on the ways of their ancestors. So your parents failed you. The preachers and the pastors and the bishops and all the different reverends, they failed you. They have failed you. Your government, you are the government, but the ones that you elect to serve you, they failed you. Had they not failed you, they would have had a center next to every church, next to every rum shop, next to every school. They would have had some sort of office where they can, correct a situation that went wrong. They need to have them next to every rum shop, as I said, next to every church. You have to have those particular offices there in case of an emergency, okay? And I guess the peace program didn't work. That peace program where you employed recidivists and you were thinking that they were going to do something outside of their career. You thought that you could teach them a new career and how to do things differently, and they just showed you, I am what I am. I am me. This is what I am. This is all I know how to do. I was birthed for the streets. The streets call to me. The streets are calling to me. A fund against violence? What the hell? The only thing you need to do is to tell Barbadian people the truth. Tell them the truth from the time they're born. Okay, I failed you. I failed you. Okay, I don't have any money. Really, I don't have any money to make sure that you get the best of education, travel, and whatever remedial studies you may need in subjects that you're not so sure about. I didn't have a plan for you. You could go and work for Chauffeur for all I care. I just bring in some money. Every penny counts. Every penny counts. So your parents have failed you. Okay? Your parents have failed you. And then you don't have the teachers to tell you anything, because if the parents fail, it starts from the head now. If the parents fail, the teachers just want their money. They just want to get paid to teach you the wash down and the brainwashing type of education. They just want you to be like a machine. You're like an angel. You're just like a machine. You just need to know how to count money and how to read that sign. 5 for $3. Can't you read the sign? It's a sale today. $1.99 off. They need to be able to recognize numbers and letters. That's about what you're supposed to teach the kids. You're not going to tell them that there could be scientists, are you? You're not going to tell them that. You're not going to tell them that the earth is warming and we need scientists to study what is going wrong, what's going on with the oceans, what's going on with the moon, the movement of the moon, what's going on with outer space. Are you teaching that? Are you teaching your kids that they may need experts in those areas, and you brought them in to help out here on the earth? Did you tell them that? Huh? Did you? All of you guys have failed your children. And now you're calling for a fund? There's no S on it. And you're calling for a fund against violence when you birth your children for the streets. You birth your children for the streets. And now you want what? Someone to what? Pay for it? Pay for them to do what? To do what? Just pay for them to stay home. Pay for them to stay off the block. Pay for them not to go into the mom and dad store and rob them. Pay for that. That's what you want people to do. So you're not going to accept responsibility for what you did. You are not going to teach people to accept responsibility for what they're doing. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's just as crazy as a peace program. All that is crazy. It's craziness. Okay? Once they turn 6, 7, 8 years old, hearing a mother cuss, hearing a father cuss, hearing the way they behave in the home behind closed doors, whatever happens to them behind closed doors, all that kind of stuff, keep your mouth shut. Whatever happens in here stays in here, keep your mouth shut. What do you expect them to grow up to be? What do you expect them to grow up to be? Okay, so the fund against violence, put it in some offices next to the rum shop, next to the church, next to the schools, next to wherever. Put one of those offices, and that's like a oops, the oops kind of office. Put one next to every place that people go, people frequent, people fall back on. Put one there, put them all over the place. That's the only thing that can help you guys. You have to correct the problem before it starts to walk around. Okay? Before it takes hold. It's like a virus. You just have to take care of it. Start to drink some vitamin C. Increase your vitamin C. Okay? Just stay away from bad situations that you can get sick. Stay out of crowds. If you hear someone sneezing or whatever, just pull yourself away from that situation, okay? Before it takes hold of you. You have to pull yourself out of situations before it takes a hold of you. And when it does, if there's an office in walking distance from where you live, you could always go and have the doctor prescribe something for that headache or whatever ache you have, okay? Yeah, that's the only remedy. The only remedy. And that is cheap. Cheap compared to having something fester in you and it just is in you, and it grows and it grows and it grows, and then you think you've cut it out and it starts to grow somewhere else. It's best to catch it when it is just minute, okay? You don't need no funds to go into these people's pockets, whoever they are there. You don't need that. Have offices pivot them throughout the island, and talk to children from small. We did you wrong. We brought you into our world, and we don't really have money to support you. We don't have programs to make sure you have the best of education. We don't have much of anything. The best you can do is reach a certain age and leave the island. Leave the island. That's the best we can do for you. You call that planning? You call that love? Call for fund against violence, the most insidious heading, title to any article I've ever seen. You need to give people there in Barbados proper education. They need proper education, and it starts from the education of watching how they duplicate themselves. This is Sherry Veronica.